How's it going, everyone? My name is Luxeley, and I'm in... This place looks familiar. I get that deja vu feeling like I've been here before. Yeah, I think I've been... Yeah, of course I've been here before. This is Twin Peaks. This is only about my 1017th time here. Last time I was here, I think I went 19-0. It was a good experience. Flying, come fly me. I feel like I'm doing an airline commercial. Dun, 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 dun. But... yeah, it's amazing how we keep doing the same BGs over and over again. And I think the reason we do that was because there was no PvP content in Warlords of Draenor. There was just nothing. I mean, there was Asheran, okay? And Blizzard says, okay, here's Asheran. You know, it was like some big, fat, belchy guy who was playing poker and just took all his chips and went all in and said, Asheran, Asheran. And it's like, okay, that's what we did for you guys. We did that for you. Asheran is yours. Like, they did so much. But guess what? When Wrath of the Lich King came out, we got Winter Grasp and Strain of the Ancients and in a future patch, Isle of Conquest. And then when Kata came out, we got Tolbarad and this battleground, Twin Peaks, as well as another battleground, Battle for Gilneas. So you can't go there. You know, your track record is an indication of what you've done in the past. You're doing less now than you did. Did you see that kill? Yeah, he's dead. I think he's dead. I don't know. Is he dead, Jim? Yeah, he's dead. Little Star Trek thing. How many? Raise your hand if you're a Star Trek fan. Of any Star Trek. I mean, it's amazing that Star Trek has been out as long and amazing. Oh, you're dead. 119K. That's gotta hurt. Give you a band-aid, because that's what Blizzard does when there's a problem. It's like right now WoW is in the ICU, and literally in the ICU, the game is in the ICU. You are going to be raiding welfare of, what is that place called? Oh, Hellfire Citadel. I don't know how I came up with welfare, but you are going to be raiding that for the next 10 months, so I hope you like it. And the point is that Blizzard is like, WoW's in the ICU, right? And Blizzard's sitting there pulling out these Band-Aids, Fred Flintstone Band-Aids, and sticking it on the patient. That's what they're doing. There's like, here you go. Here's a Band-Aid. Everything's better. Here's a Band-Aid. Everything's better. Another one for you. It's like you're gushing blood, and they're like, here's some aspirin. Here, take some aspirin. That'll help. That'll help. Right now, I'm a sheep. Bah. Okay, that's over. Now I go. All right, cool. That's my point. You know, I just got to deal with it. There's nothing I could do to change it. Even if I was a channel that was 10 times, 20 times bigger than I am, there is nothing I can do to change it. This is the way it is, and I can't do anything about it. And we can only hope that they fix things and make them better in Legion, in which I'm sure some things will be better in Legion. What those things are, I don't know yet. It's hard to say. The broad strokes look very good, and they're following a very bad act. I mean, it's like you're in a stand-up comedian place. What do they call it? Comedy club, right? And this guy goes on, first time he's on stage, and he bombs. He's just absolutely terrible. The whole audience is booing him. They're getting rowdy. They hate him. He's telling jokes, and nobody gets it. It's almost like he's speaking Chinese, and nobody understands what he's saying. He's so bad. The next guy doesn't have to be funny because that act is going to be polished and amazing compared to the guy previous. And that's exactly what could happen with Legion. Legion could be garbage, but it's still better garbage than Warlords of Draenor. And people are like, wow, this is great. I love this. This is awesome. You know, it could just, picture this. I mean, Warlords is broccoli, okay? And not many people like broccoli. Like, if you had to eat broccoli every day for a full week, it might be a healthy thing for you. But you're not going to like it. Nobody is. But Legion could very well just be broccoli with cheese. You know, melted cheddar cheese. Still broccoli, just with cheese. And it would be great. People would be like, wow, this is awesome. This is amazing. I honestly believe that Legion is going to inject a few good things into the game, things that have a lot of potential, and over the long term we'll see how they do. I think it's going to be pretty good. It's something I'm looking forward to. There are features in Legion that I hoped would have been in World of Warcraft, and as far as the story goes, as far as introducing the Demon Hunter, changes in PvP or potential changes, all these things are things I would have hoped for with WOD. So I'm pretty confident and pretty happy that it's gonna have a place in the sense that it's gonna put a little dent at the very least into things for the better. In other words, it's gonna have a bit of an impact, a bit of a positive impact. And that's something that Blizzard needs. Even if it's a small one, a small positive impact could have a chain effect, and we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to be optimistic. You know, someone was knocking on my door earlier today, and I thought it was a Jehovah's Witness, but it wasn't. It was a guy selling positive thinking. He says, here's positive thinking. Give it a shot. It's free. You don't have to pay any money. There's no interest. There's no payment plan. Even if you don't want to pay us in goodwill, it doesn't matter. We don't care. It's free. So I figured, okay, I'll test market positive thinking. So that's what I'm doing right here and now. Test marketing positive thinking. Boy, I said a lot. And I said nothing at the same time. I should be a politician. I'm going to run for president. And I'm going to run against Donald Trump. I have better hair than he does. That's one thing I know I have. Everything else I have less. I have less money. I don't have a wife at all. I don't have any kids. I'm certainly not the amazing negotiator and probably not as smart. And might not even have the same sense of humor. Donald Trump has a bit of a sense of humor. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'm not running for president, so forget that idea. No, I don't want to be president. Never wanted to be president. All I ever wanted to do was have a job where I could show up in my boxer shorts, wake up at 11 o'clock, and still make a lot of money. That's all I ever wanted. Really, the main reason I do YouTube is, yes, I do love creating videos. I love interacting with you guys. I like reading your comments and responding to them, which is something that I make a personal effort to do because I feel it's important. But all I really want to do is be able to work in my boxer shorts and get up at 11 o'clock. What time do you get up today? I don't know. It was either 9 or 10 or 11. Doesn't really matter because it doesn't matter. That's the bottom line. As another one bites the dust. That's it. I want to work in a job where I can make money, make a lot of money in my boxer shorts. And I have the kind of job in my real life that I can kind of do that, but I think YouTube is a better opportunity for me to do that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm in it for the fun, but let's face it, I'm also in it for the money. It's a combination of both. It really is. And I don't think it's one or the other. Oh, you know, you just want to do it for the money. First of all, it's not a lot of money. Second of all, you got to love what you do in anything in life. Because the fact is, when you think about it, you are going to spend the most time during any given week at your job or doing what it is you do for a living. And you better like it. Because you are investing literally 70 to 80% of your time in any given week in your job. So make sure you like it. And if you hate it, find a way to make it great. Find a way to make it fun. That's something I always tried to do. I remember years ago when I look back and I was a kid, Ghostbusters came out. And I think this was like one of the first movies I ever read a review in the paper. And I was a little kid. And it said that, in short, that the movie was like walking through a haunted house with Bill Murray. And they said that Bill Murray just had a way of making people who are standing in line at 7-Eleven waiting to buy a cup of coffee laugh and have fun. That's what it was like, a journey with Bill Murray. And if you ever saw the movie, it's dead on the money because Bill Murray is hysterical. And that's what I try to do when I produce a video, whatever video it is. Some of the more tutorial-oriented or guide-oriented videos aren't that way, but the PvP videos are, and even some of the transmog videos are. Entertainment with a smile or something that you could find informative all wrapped up in one. Because I think I am a pretty good teacher. I'm the kind of guy who's not bold about what I do well and what I do very badly. I know my strengths and weaknesses. I'm an adult, and I accept them. I try to improve my strengths. I try to improve my weaknesses. Try to accentuate my strengths. And when I'm confronted with my weaknesses, and I'll just say, yeah, okay, you're right. I suck at that. Like Guild Wars 2. I suck at it. I'm terrible. But you're only going to be able to watch this noob at Guild Wars 2 for a very short period of time. Another one bites the dust. Rest in peace. A lot of undead and blood elves in this whole BG that I'm up against. That's all it is. I'm killing blood elves and undead. There's a sale on. There you go. Undead. Dead. What happens when an undead dies? Is he really dead? Is he no longer undead? Is he... I don't know how that works. I'm confused. I don't know. Leave it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. What happens when an undead dies? Because you're not really alive. You're kind of dead to begin with. So, you know, that's a bit of a conundrum for me. You know, like a black hole of endless thoughts going on in my head. If you're dead already, does that mean they come to life? I don't know. I don't know how it works, you know? But that's a beautiful thing about MMOs and RPGs. You could always find a way to make something work. You know, for example, let's say Guild Wars 2 wanted to introduce dwarfs into their storyline, which would be really hard to do considering since they've been extinct in the lore of the game for thousands and thousands or hundreds and hundreds of years. So, how do you do it? Well, pop a portal in. They come in from the past through a portal into the present, decide, hey, we need to build a city, and they build a city. There you go, there's your dwarfs. Things change, things evolve, and you just have the whatchamagig did the XYZ and it converged and this happened. Hence, Worgen Paladin. It can happen. Gnome Hunters. You can make it work. Any single MMO or even movie that's sci-fi fantasy based, people suspend their belief. You have to do that in order to make it work. That's just the way it is. That's the way the whole genre works. Hey, look, I found you, bro. He thought he was gonna hide. Like, oh, I know. You know, when you play hide and seek, what you have to do is you have to make sure the other person doesn't see where you're hiding first. I just know that that's a big part of the whole strategy of the game. You know, the guy who's counting can't sit there and look, okay, you're gonna hide over there? I'll come find you in 2 minutes. No, it doesn't work like that. Oh my God. At least he's trying, you know. Gosh, I'm rambling today, but hope you enjoyed the video. Just pumping out a few thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I do read them. I most certainly do respond as long as they are respectful and intelligent. And as usual, this is Luxley saying whatever it is by you, morning, afternoon, or night, make it great. Luxley, out.